Hey guys, in this really short video, I'm gonna go through a few settings in the game, and I'm gonna start by the first one that was asked in the questions, and it was about how to control the player in the game. So basically, there is two ways about this. One is that you control a player, and another that computer controls the player. So if you want to play against computer singles match, you will have one player that you control, and the second player will be controlled by the computer. So now let's start from the beginning. I'm gonna go to training club, gonna go to character sheet. And by the way, on this game I have now ITST 1.19 mod installed, but this will work the same way regardless of your mod. So we are in character sheet now, and this is the character sheet of player 1, so to speak. And I can tell that because I cannot go left anymore. Here on top left corner there is no button to go left, so I have this button to go to next player, and if I click on this, I'm gonna go to second player, and here I have now a previous player button as well, which means that this player now, Del Potro, is player 1. You can think of it that way. And so if I want to play with player 1, so in this case Del Potro, I would have to set him on controlled by human. As you can see right now it says CPU, so this will be controlled by computer. But if I want to play with Del Potro, I will click here to change it. So this is like a switch, right? CPU, human, CPU, human. Right, if they set on human with this human head and brain, you can see here icon, this means that this player will be controlled by you, by the player. If I move on to the next one, Zverev, this is a second player, this is set on CPU. So with these settings right now, it should be me, a player, against computer, and I should have Del Potro, and computer will have Zverev as player. So let's give it a try. Let's play, just warm up real quick. As you can see, I am controlling Del Potro, and computer is controlling Zverev. So this is me now. All right. Let's go through that one more time real quick. Human, you control it. CPU, the computer controls it. Also, the same logic applies if you want to play a doubles match. In that case, obviously there is 4 players in total on court, but still you only control 1, and the other 3, including 1, your teammate, will be controlled by computer. So let's say I want to play doubles match now. This is player number 1, then we have player number 2, where if I go one more time, next player, this will be player number 3. Let's choose some player, doesn't matter who, Dustin Brown, and I'm gonna set it now. Automatically the Dustin Brown, now when you choose a new player, usually it is set on human, so you want to change it to CPU if you need to, of course. And then let's choose a player number 4, let's say doesn't matter again, Benoit Paire, and I'm going to set him as CPU as well. So if we scroll now through our players from the start, the player number 1, Del Potro, is gonna be set on human, so I want to play with Del Potro. Player number 2, CPU. Player number 3, CPU, and player number 4, CPU. So let's see what happens now. Let's play a match. Oh, of course, I forgot to choose in game settings to play doubles. Play options, play doubles, and let's go through character sheets one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all except the first one is set on CPU. And so let's play match. Now this is me, Del Potro, and the other 3 will be controlled by computer. So if for some reason what I just showed you doesn't work on your game, there may be something wrong with your installation of the game or the mod itself, and I recommend you to consider maybe reinstalling both of them, because what I just showed you, this really should be working this way. If you don't have this icon here to shift between a player and CPU, so human and CPU, then there is something wrong with your game. It should be really like this, and you should be able to click on it and manipulate as you want to. So I hope this answers your question and solves your problem as well. And since we are already here, maybe I'll go with a couple of more settings what I use personally. So this is my controls. I'm playing with keyboard. These ones are just movements, so just as now in German, unfortunately, because I don't even know, my Windows is not even in German, but just happened so. So this is just arrows on your keyboard, movement, very straightforward. And for shot making, I have X, C, and V. So X being the slice, C is like kind of safe shot, and V is power shot, so to speak. And this is just some audio here. I guess you just set it as you want to. Music I have off, but yeah, you can set it on. And then so this is other options, like for example what should be the motion of the ball, and scoreboard, speed I have in kilometers per hour, and games per set. You can set it here if you want to make your your set shorter, and if you want to have tie break in the last set, or you want to go to distance. And offline skills are free mode, you cannot change that here. Also, you may be interested in camera settings. So basically I play on 2D court, and I can show you the difference between 2D and 3D. So let me just go to singles again, because I really don't like doubles. So let me play. So this right now is 2D, because I have 3D options off. If you want to take a look at 3D, actually, can you do it from here? Yes. So 3D chords on. I'm gonna apply this, and let's see how it's gonna look. Now this is 3D chord, and I don't know, I just prefer 2D. It's kind of more smooth, and also easier to record, and the recording files are also not that big when I record in 2D compared to 3D. So, but I don't know, I guess it's preference. You may wanna play in 3D. I think by default it's 3D actually, and in case you prefer 2D like me, then you can go to your video settings and just set these 3D chords to off. Alright, this is gonna be it for the settings. I mean, there is not really much to discuss here. Very straightforward, very few options you have, so you cannot do much wrong here. Just go with what you like. Okay, if there is some more questions, you can ask me in the comments. Thank you for watching.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.